gives me a great pleasure to invite the head teacher of the LGS Nursery, Villiers, to give a sermon for us today.
Mazel tov to Leonardo and his family. Did that beautifully. The Torah portion today involves 10 camels, finding a bride, kindness, and the importance of being offered water on a long journey. In the portion, a servant was sent to find a bride for Isaac. He travelled far with a caravan of 10 camels until he came to a well. He knew the women would soon arrive to draw water, so he asked his camels to kneel down and for Adonai's help with his plan to find a suitable match. Rebecca saw him and offered him water after his long journey. This was a courtesy extended to any traveller. What made Rebecca stand out was how she also offered water to the camels, without hesitation or without being asked. Children, I don't know if you've been close to any camels recently, but they are prone to spitting, making loud and pleasant noises, and they would have been tired and probably a bit grumpy after such a long journey. The outcome of the story was that the servant recommended Rebecca to Isaac as a partner who would share generously, with kindness and without hesitation. Rebecca, the heroine of our story, had a quality we at the LGS Nursery School value very highly: generosity of spirit, or in Jewish terms, she was doing a mitzvah, a good deed without seeking any kind of reward. This quality is one we encourage in the children at school. It begins with learning to share at age 2, with modelling and helping the children to reciprocate and use their emerging words. It is always magical when a child suddenly realises that sharing a play object with a new friend is much more rewarding than sitting on it. We love seeing this in action as the children develop in our programme. I remember a 3-year-old getting up from her lunch and taking the hand of an older child who was sitting on the floor and didn't want to come to the table, despite a very supportive teacher trying to persuade him. She took the hand of the child, led him to the table, opened his lunchbox and sat next to him. He was so surprised he acquiesced, and she was filled with satisfaction as they ate lunch together. I see offering water from the well as a metaphor for what we are proud to do at the LGS Nursery School, offering children and parents metaphorical water to sustain them on their journey. Perhaps to the children during the first separation from their parents, helping them to form a strong attachment with a trusted teacher who makes them feel safe and reassures them their parents will always come back. To parents who have sometimes come on a long journey to be with us, perhaps after a challenging early start or with close family far away. To all our wonderful teachers over the last 20 years who have drunk from the well of personal and educational development in a supportive team atmosphere that feels like a family. Being a parent is the most rewarding but also the most challenging role. I know this as a parent and a grandparent myself. Donald Winnicott's concept of holding by a good enough parent, trusting your innate nurturing abilities will guide you to approximate getting it right most of the time, is a philosophy we support parents to follow. Not trying to strive for perfection, but being present for your child, doing what's right in the here and now, and seeing parenting as a relaxed struggle. We always meet parents exactly where they are on their journey and walk alongside them through the ups and downs of parenting, without judgment, with acceptance, warmth, humour, and our own understandings. The psychoanalyst Wilfred Bion talks of the mother as a container, this is obviously now seen as parents, a mother who bears and absorbs her infant's emotional states, transforms them and interprets them to her infant. We try to offer containment to children and parents and teachers, absorbing and transforming difficult emotions in our lives and work. We have worked with many parents over the years to support their child's development, to listen to their concerns and life challenges, and this has been a privilege, and we are proud to have made a real difference to the lives of our children and families. As teachers, we learn so much from the children. They offer us water from their small wells, that have the capacity to reach great depths. We want to join the children to search for an authentic sense of themselves, to be free to play and explore, to feel excited about learning by following their interests and passions, to feel part of our school family, to have a voice and an opinion, and to go into the world with resilience, confidence, and kindness to others. The children have never been told what to call their nursery school, but from the very beginning they called it LJS. This is their happy place, and parents often tell us when they drive or walk past our distinctive building after their child leaves, their child points and calls out, "Take me back to LJS." That is why it is so special to see so many of our past pupils and their families here today. We never forget each child's unique journey. They are forever frozen in time to us, and it is amazing to see the unique characteristics we saw at age 2, 3 and 4 are still evident in who they are today. We take delight in watching a child persevere to learn a new skill, watching a new friendship develop, listening to an excited animated story about a grandparent arriving with suitcases and what treats were inside, or a group of children finding something funny and collapsing into laughter. We love our diverse community of families who come not only from the LGS membership, some of whom are here today, but from different synagogues both in London and abroad, and from our families from all over the world. It is not unusual for some children to have 2 and 3 languages. They're always happy to correct our accents when we try to speak Hebrew or French. Very much in the tradition of the LGS, we are proud to observe and share our faith and to celebrate the feasts and festivals of our whole nursery school community. The children eat snack and have Shabbat in the sukkah, perform the Hanukkah story each year with great enthusiasm, enacting an olive harvest by shaking the teachers who are pretending to be trees. They take part in the model Seder, the plagues being particularly popular, dress up for Purim with their teachers, and bring gifts for those less fortunate at Shavuot. The children are fascinated to watch a handmade Rangoli pattern emerge at Diwali, to learn about the animal that represents the Chinese year, to hear about a grandparent's childhood memory of traditional food at Greek Easter, and to receive gifts at Eid. It is so important, particularly today, to promote understanding, tolerance and harmony at an early age to our children who will create the future. The kindness demonstrated at the LGS, especially by Barbara Fiddler, who has supported the school tirelessly since the beginning, the members of the Nursery School Committee and the Family Support Group, the rabbis and the whole team at the LJS, but most importantly, our teachers over the years. Currently, Maria and Elaine, who've been with us since the beginning, Sam, Alex and Johanna, who are our long-standing reception and penguins team, and Elisheva and Federica, who warmly welcome our youngest children. We're also delighted to have Barbara and Ola with us today with their new daughters. I couldn't have imagined 20 years ago, when I welcomed our first intake in September 2004, after a term of creating the nursery school programme, that the LGS nursery family would have grown into what it is today and would be held in such affection by everyone. Happy birthday to the LGS Nursery School. We've done lots of rehearsal with some